I'll video you.
I did it! Morning. Day 16. We're at the inn, getting ready to have breakfast. Breakfast is included. You get to pick 4 things off the menu here, and then I'm gonna go back up to the room and stuff my bag full of 5 days of food and grunt and moan and get up the trail. But yeah, this is a must stay. The Inn at Long Trail is a must stay if you can fit it into the budget. It's very rustic. The room has no TV. Old keys for the doors. Just a really neat place. And we're sitting right outside and looking out these rocks out behind us. So pretty cool. Day 16, leaving the Long Trail Inn. It's like 4 in the afternoon. I opened my tablet on a Monday. Matrix just sucked me in, man. I've been there all day fiddling with stuff, so I'm not staying here. I'm stepping out. It's a beautiful night for a hike. We'll be walking in the dark. We got 5 miles to go. I've been to that shelter with Wendy and my wife. I kind of know where I'm going. So yeah, it's just going to be a nice night hike into that shelter, and it'll be raining later tonight through tomorrow. So fun, stepping. I'm really regretting my dietary choices right at the moment. Full pack load out. You leave that Long Trail Inn, it is straight up to the AT, baby. Whoo! Pack is freighted. I just had a mountain of food. And now I'm out here grinding. Let me tell you, it's a little something. Whew. I found it. Appalachian Trail. White blazes. Here we go. All right, so we turn and burn, baby. That's the AT. That's the AT northbound. We just came from there because you leave the Long Trail Inn, you come up around and down to the LT. The new reroute they did back, I don't know, I guess 20 years ago, the lady was saying, comes up through there. There's also a trail over here. I have no idea where that goes. But this junction, a lot of people get lost in, but we're going north on the LT. So let's do it. Turn and burn. And coming out the old LT trail to the Long Trail Inn, then around, doesn't really save you any. I mean, that trail's a little something. Whew. It's definitely easier doing the new AT route, but I've always dreamt of hiking into the Long Trail Inn on the Appalachian Trail, Long Trail. And so I got to fulfill that dream yesterday, which was awesome to me. So that's what mattered to me. But it's not easier. The new reroute is definitely easier in the grand scheme of things, but you're so far away from the Long Trail Inn, you don't even get close to it. You have to hitch up or walk up something. It's like 1.5 miles, 2 miles up to the inn, where the parking lot is. I think it's like 1.5 miles. All right, stepping. It's gonna be a beautiful night. I am burning. Thermal nuclear generator is online. I got black coal pouring off both stacks. Dual turbos running. Whew. We'll get into that shelter. We'll do it. We will do it. Woohoo! Hey, what's going on? Whoo! Feel the burn, baby. Feel the burn.
How's it going, man?
Holy hell.
Beautiful beard.
Thank you. Thank you. I worked hard on it, sincerely.
Oh, yeah.
Took the entire AT, and then it took me fighting the Matrix to keep it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't think I'd get here before dark. It's pretty awesome. We did a shakedown hike here before the AT. And my sister and I were standing down the brook, and I'm like, it's pitch black out. I'm pitch black. You get in here really? I'm like, Wendy, the shelter's right here somewhere. Like, she's like, we're all mad and pissed because we couldn't find it. We're all exhausted. We're like, she's like, I don't see it. Like, I don't see no shelter. And I'm like, it's gotta be right here. Like, it says we're standing on it. And she turns up and looks up, and there's like 4 guys sitting in the shelter here, and we're standing down there. She's like, oh, there's 4 guys looking at us. I'm like, hey, how you doing?
Marco.
I'll see if the tent site's out back here. I didn't even know that was recording. That's funny. Hey ladies, I look familiar? I made it. This is shelter. Smoked it. Made it in here before dark. I'm sore. I pushed. I don't want to be hiking in the dark for some reason. There's a shelter down there, and yeah, we camped here during a shakedown hike, and you can't make it on camera, but Wendy camped right in there, and it's like all uphill. It was awful. And that Durston that wouldn't pitch, and the whole thing was falling on her all night. It was awful. We got in here in the pitch black. It was pitch black. We got in here. We're trying to find a place to sit up. It was misting on us. It was crazy. And then Jen and I slept right in here in the triplex. But the crazy thing was, in the morning we woke up, and there's a nice flat spot right here. Wendy could have pitched. We just didn't even really catch it. But anyways, and that year we were here, like, there was this stuff over in here. This stuff over in here was like literally swamp. We were sinking in up to our knees. I walked around over there with my pack on. It's not even soft. That's how dry it is out here. All right, that's the end of day 16. I didn't take a lot of videos and stuff coming up in here. Was no time for leaf peeping, if you know what I mean. So I'll get this tent pitched, and yeah, I'm not going to eat anything because I'm stuffed, but get this tent pitched and do my chores and go to bed. See you tomorrow. Morning, day 17. I've been up for a minute. It's, I don't know, 10 o'clock, 10:30. And I hope y'all enjoyed day 9, because I could have packed up in the nice sunny sky, and I was enjoying the comfort of my new air mattress. I switched back to the Nemo, and it was very comfortable. I got good sleep last night, and I was enjoying that comfort and just got editing videos, and now it's raining, so packing up in the rain is always a challenge. This tent's awesome, has plenty of room in here. I love this tent, if you can't tell. It's so undervalued. Like, I don't see many of these out on trail, and I do not know why. But this tent has so much headroom. I mean, you can get all packed up inside the tent. But I have the Packa, and I don't have my umbrella, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to throw the Packa over the bag, and I'll be out in the rain totally uncovered, which is totally fine. It's really warm, to keep the bag dry while I pack up the tent and get the tent in the bag. And then I'll get down to the shelter and get all situated. I'm not complaining about the rain. We need the rain so bad. And some of my best days on trail was just walking in the rain. The woods is totally different in the rain. So today I'll just be hiking in my rain skirt. Just my rain skirt and my underwear. My pants are packed away in my bag, and then keeping them dry, because they're just gonna get drenched, and there's no sense in having that weight on my legs. And it's a nice warm day, so, and my legs don't get cold generally, but we'll see how it works out. The Packa is very versatile. I love the Packa, but it does have the big drawdown of you have nothing to, stay dry and keep your bag dry. It's either on your bag or on you, on the bag and you, or just on your bag. That's your choices. Don't y'all go looking up my skirt. Tent cloth. You wipe off what water you can. This tent does not absorb any water whatsoever. The water will be on the material and the tent will be a little heavier in your bag. So you just wipe off what you can when it's raining on you. So you get all your tent stakes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you put them all in your tent stake bag. And then you put them away in the home in your bag. If it's really windy, you may have to leave one stake in your tent so your tent don't blow off. 90% of the time, you don't have to worry about that. So step 1, you get all your stakes, you put them in your tent stake bag, and you put them in your backpack so you don't lose them. And your tent stake bag. So now you go put that away, then you fold up your tent. When you fold up your tent in the rain, there'll be pools of water on your tent. You want to make sure you get those pools off. You don't want to fold them up. Use a cloth. Make sure you get them off the tent. 2, you want to make sure you leave the doors zipped. You want to have your doors zipped. You want to make sure they're covering the inside tub of your tent. You don't want any water get in there. You can actually fold up your tent without getting water inside your tent. But it's very important that the doors don't come up over the tent door, you know, where the mesh is and stuff, so water can run in your tent. When you're folding up in the rain, it's very important that you fold it meticulously. And then once your tent's folded, you stuff it in the bag. Most people don't carry these bags. They're like, I'm not gonna carry that bag. I'd never get the tent fit back in the bag. It's a waste of weight. This is made of Dyneema. It's super light. There's a reason for carrying the bag. And if you can't fold your tent up enough to fit back in the bag it came in, try and try again until you figure it out, because your tent will fit back in the bag. The reason for this bag is on rainy days, or if you're hiking and a downpour comes in and you don't feel like putting your rain cover on or whatever, this bag keeps crud from getting in the tent. The bigger thing is it keeps water from getting in this tent, and this tent will hold a lot of water. If you just have this tent on the outside of your pack, this will hold a lot of water. So you cinch this up like so, and then when you put this in your bag, you want to flip it upside down. You want this hole here at the top, at the bottom, and that way any rain or whatever that gets on the tent will run off the tent and run down your pack, your legs, all that. It's not going in the tent. It's not adding more weight than it already is. This tent already weighs probably 5 ounces heavier just because of the residual water beat it up on it. And then the ground cloth is the last thing you pick up ever. You never roll your ground cloth up with your tent. You carry the ground cloth because it creates a separation from the moisture in the soil. It creates a separation of all the crud on the ground from getting on your tent. It's a separation barrier. You never fold it up with your tent. And then you grab the ground cloth, and most people will shake the ground cloth all out vigorously and all that stuff gets all over you. You don't. You just kind of wave it around gently. All that stuff will come off your ground cloth, the most of it. And then you fold the ground cloth, the bottom side, what was on the ground. You fold all that crud against each other so it's not getting all over you. And then you fold that up and store it separately in your bag. And that is how I pick my tent up in the rain. Most rainstorms will let up a little bit. This one did let up. It's still raining. It's just misting at the moment. Most rainstorms will have ebbs and flows. There's the exception. It can pour hard for hours. But normally most rainstorms will have, you know, ebbs and flows and let up. And that's when you move. If you're in your tent in the rain, you just wait. You try to get everything all ready and just chill out in your tent, relax. And then when that rain lets up, you mobilize and get it packed up the best you can in the rain. That's the technique I use. Hope you found these tips helpful. I got a couple of things to tidy up my pack. I'm just going to pick up my pack, walk down there in the shelter, and then get situated. Down in the shelter, got to hydrate up and then hit the trail. So I'll drink a liter of water. I got more water than I needed. This is a new Sawyer. Loving it. I've already filtered 5 liters of water and it's still filtering fine. Unlike the other filters. Gone through 2 on this trail already. So the Sawyers are the way to go, people. This is already filtered 5 liters already. But easy peasy. I'm not blowing my Canuck bag all apart trying to get a little stream through. And I haven't had to back flush yet. So that's a little something right there. These Sawyers do slow down after you use them, but right now it's brand new, running strong. The guy here last night smoked a lot of pot. And I mean a lot, to me anyways. He'd probably say no, but it reeks. It reeks in this shelter. And I mean reeks. Boom, all filtered. Easy peasy. I'll drink down one of these liters while I get my bag packed up. Because I always hike out with a full liter, and then I'll hike out with like a quarter left. And when I'm hiking, I drink this one down, and then when I get into this one, then I know I have to start finding water. Within 4 or 5 miles, I have to start finding water. I mean, you might have to find water sooner or later. I mean, there are people out here who hardly sweat, and I mean, you can go all day with just a liter of water. I'm not one of those people. All right, here I am in the old skirt. Gonna get to stepping. I'll run the Packa over me. So this Packa pulls out like so, and I'll run this over my head, and you can just work it out. And I'll usually run this so it's over my shoulder a little bit, or just this over my head, like so. Because whether I have the full Packa on me or not, I'm gonna drench. If I put the full Packa on me, my whole shirt's gonna be drenched anyways. And so I usually use the Packa to keep me warm. If I'm getting cold when it's raining on me, I'll keep pulling this out. You just keep pulling it out around you, and you can bring out the arms and stuff and put the arm, slide your arms in it and stuff. But this is the Packa, and then the skirt I'll hike up. I'll actually hike the skirt up because this skirt gets in your way when you're walking. So I'll just tuck it up in. But this is so comfortable when you have this hooked up as a mini skirt. Everything's nice and cool, and everything's gonna wet out anyway. So this is really comfortable and easy to hike in. And the skirt on the back side, the long side, keeps all the keeps all the water from just totally drenching you and just runs down the back of your legs. All right, leaving the shelter, stepping. The long trail already is north of the AT is a lot more rustic. Let's go with that. In these wet days, all this stuff in the trail just rubbing on you just drenches you. There is not a rain system that's going to keep you dry, and your feet will be drenched within 2 miles of the shelter, wherever you start, and you're just walking it. You're just walking it. Today is really nice. It's nice and warm. It's a nice warm day, but it's you mean those are tree branches rubbing on me. Like, it's just so much more rugged already, just with stuff rubbing on you. And it's only going to get harder as we go. And I haven't done this. We're getting close to where I've never hiked. Today is a day of chutes and ladders. The entire trail, you just want to slap whoever designed the trail. It just, you'll be walking along and it'll just wind you up and around a tree or around a rock, and then you'll come right back down and you'll look back and it's like, why did I do that? There can't be some invisible property boundary here or something that made me go up around that tree. Like, why didn't they just make the trail go straight through here? It's really, I call it the trail of chutes and ladders, because that's what it feels like all day. And I only know that because, again, this is where we did our shakedown hike. Hey ladies, there's my crash and burn rock right there. That's where I almost hit right there is where I almost hit my head and I ripped my pack open and Jen had to repair it. I made it down through without wrecking today. Knock on wood. Hopefully today keeps going that smoothly. But I did it. And y'all should know, if I didn't have my pack as full as it was that day and my pack didn't hit that rock, my head was gonna, and it would have been lights out as hard as I went down. It was a real blessing that I did not hit my head on that rock, because it would have changed my life forever, literally. I make fun of it, but that was, I went down so fast, right out of the blue. If you want to see that crash, watch the shakedown videos. It's all in there. Y'all ready for the most amazing view of the entire day? It's so amazing. You ready? Hold on to your seats. Boom! Welcome to a rainy day on trail. This was beautiful when we did our shakedown hike, but you're in the clouds today. Still stepping. I had to find a place to sit somewhere. It's gonna sit there. I guess I probably will. I'll probably sit right there underneath that pine tree for a second and wrap up in my ground cloth. Just pull my ground cloth around me and use it as a rain jacket. Yeah, I've been stepping straight for 3 hours, so I try to take a break every 2 to 3 hours. So let's take a break and then we'll get going again. This is life right here, boy. Underneath my rain fly. my ground cloth. There goes my trekking pole. Yep. I'll get here and pound in some calories, and then we'll and then we'll get down to that next shelter and just figure out what's going on. It isn't absolutely miserable, but I'm about ready to get out of this wet. It's been raining on me straight for 3 hours. Oh, I'll figure it out. Well, the phone's a dead stick. I can't get it to open to see far out. I don't know how far away the shelter is. The screen's all wet and I can't dry it. I can't get my fingers to work on the screen to open up far out. So we're just going to step it out. I have no idea how far away it is, but we'll be all right. I know it's 9 miles total to the shelter, so that's what we'll do. All right, let's do it. These are the days you start to question your life choices, let me tell you. This has got to be the 50th tree like this out through here. I mean, that tree's been down like that for 2 years or better. And be really simple to clear out, not cleared. We're walking around it. This trail is turned into absolute misery. I told the ladies I would never hike through this section ever again. And when I did the long trail, I was going to skip over it. And I'm really regretting that I didn't, because this is ridiculous. And if the long trail continues to be like this with all these trees and nobody maintaining the trail, that's, I don't know, that's just ridiculous. Personally, there's clubs, they make money, people donate money to them. Figure it out. I mean, these are 4 or 5 year old deadfalls. I mean, no one's been out through this trail. No one's been out through this trail in years maintaining it. It's absolute misery at this point. Oh, look, here's another one. I didn't even walk 20 feet. Look at this. I mean, this is a small one. I mean, this is the past 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, I've just been scrambling over all this stuff. I don't know what's going on, but it's not cool. The trail's hard enough as is, like, and I understand, you know, trees come down and you can't get them all the time and stuff, but look at this. And I'm not even 20 feet. And these are small ones. These are easy to jump over, but the ones back through there, I couldn't get the GoPro to come on, and my phone wouldn't work. I couldn't show you. I mean, it was gnarly. I don't know. Just craziness. This section of trail does absolutely suck. Monkey, you know what. All right, stepping. More and more crap. On a rainy day, you have your rain jacket on and stuff, and all this stuff is just ripping at your rain jacket. Very hard on your gear. This trail has not been maintained in 3 or 4 years easily. People are just keeping it open by hiking it, but 2 more years of this trail won't even be hikeable. Will not even be passable. All these trees are going to be so big and grown in. Jesus. Excuse my French, Lord. I am really sorry. This is beyond insane. Well, found Vermud. There's a mud hole right there. Been so dry this whole trip. Haven't had anything like that happen. And my foot just disappears. At David Logan Shelter, I am so stick a fork in me done, but there's absolutely no water here, and I've drank most of my water. It's 4 o'clock, it's gonna get dark early. I'll sit here for 20 minutes and then I'll have to walk up out of here, have to get to water. So I'm sitting here wrecking some food, trying to get some energy for, says there's water 3 miles away. Yeah. I don't know, hopefully I find a stealth spot after that. But I was sitting here and I could smell pot, weed, wacky tobacco, whatever you want to call it. And I'm like, I bet Chill come down in here. Whipped open the old log book. Sure enough, the two ladies and Chill were down in here. The ladies don't use, I don't know. I don't think they use. But yeah, they come down in there ahead of me. They headed out. They're headed to that sunrise shelter. So there's going to be 3 of them there. And I don't know how many more are going to come into that shelter. So I really don't want to get to that shelter because it only holds like 6. And there's absolutely no camping. So anywho, that's where I'm at. Pounding in some calories. I got to get stepping. I don't want to be hiking in the dark in this rain. And I don't want to be looking for a stealth site in the dark in the rain. That really sucks. So, all right, that's the pitch. Found water here. The site up there, it's actually right over there. It's the one we used when we were here 2 years ago. It's bone dry. But there is one where I found it. A guy come in and said, no, there's water here. Everyone said there's water here. But the shelter's right there. And down through the woods, further down the woods, there's actually another pipe and it is flowing. So, which is good because I am absolutely beat, beyond all beat, as you can see in my face. It's a bunch of bravado guys down there, which is fine. They're all down there. Oh, crushed it. And I'm licking my wounds, but here's what it is. I'm proud of what I do. I don't do well with the bravado guys. It's just not who I am. It's not why I'm out here. I'm not out here to crush it, and I'm not out here to wreck 20-mile days. I'm out here to be in this right here. Right here. Look at that. Sun's starting to burn through. That's why I'm out here. Today was hard, but we got it done. I'm happy there's water. And tented here. There's 2 other nice spots down there, but the trees look okay, but they're dying trees, and there's a lot of limbs hanging over, and I'm afraid of a limb coming off. So this was a better spot for that. These trees look more alive, and the limbs aren't as dead. All right, so with that, I will check in the morning. Please like and subscribe if you like this content, and we will keep stepping. This is Transcendent Traipsin. I am the one, even though it's another day that I don't feel like the one. Maybe when we get done with this, I will feel like the one. But we'll take it one step at a time. See ya.